Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. Nice little juke. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake, Love. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for it both inside and on the perimeter.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Gets past one man. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. The Bills hit 9-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Allen. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time is a second for a loss of 6. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the 1st quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and here go Gaff. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt.
Formation for the Packers.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now Allen.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Love, they go play action now. Receiver complete. And they do finally get him at the 12.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Love. In trouble and will go down back at the 12. Boye Mafe collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. And he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8.
From midfield, here's Allen.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And they're going to get him. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line.
Lucas Van Ness.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen. Under pressure, they got him again.
Lucas Van Ness.
2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love. And tackles are going to get him as he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Love looking to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's a give up the middle.
And he's got it down to the 28.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Following the interception, Love. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And the Packers first down.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Love from the gun. And his throw is incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Working out of the gun. Love. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they certainly have the green light here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Second down and a yard.
Here's Allen. Now he's going to stick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Brendan McManus to kick off.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Samuel on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And a Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 35 yards here on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing now is Allen.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's got some space here. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
They go again with Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Devontae Wyatt
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And he is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
78 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Throwing. Love.
Pass caught. That's golden.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right?
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be second. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Sanders. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Bills are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
That's caught downfield. It's Golden.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and goal, Green Bay.
Now back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Jaden Reed,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
The Packers will set up.
They'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And here's Davis to run again on second. he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 29. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Davis will try to run for it. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We got them now.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And they'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Xavier McKinney drops it for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 5. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. 3rd and 12. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
3rd and 12.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll set up the throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining,
And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
Man, I got this swag. My head not in my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag. My head not in my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. swag when I serve. Now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like Pope, and 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home.
pictures on the trip with your friends. Buy it all, we don't count it, just spend. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so. Let's take. Don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips. More time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta compare. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life. Shut it down. The career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can boot you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that's baby. Well, alright, tryna fight in the night, come alive. Ain't it sneak? Ain't it?
Sure. Whoa. Wait. That's me, part my get it live. Try to come run back, they popping your tires. Hold up. 100 round, feeling like I'm on team, playing both sides of you. Shout out to your friends. I've been going crazy, shot. I've been in the deep end. She not in the scene. She tryna go. ice him out. I just been dripping out. This a whole nother level shot. I got these on their toes. I put the on the road. She tryna on the hold. I got this me. She tryna show me some. I got flows for days. Ain't on nothing. Me and my bro like they ain't know we on one. We in the spot going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that? My chose up. All in the kitchen can't get us the cold up. Nigga like they know it. Double O cactus that we told us. Switch out the baddie, get rolled up. Everything hit, everything.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, make get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. 10 chance. We about to bump then. Better bang yours. Cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. Does the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's lame time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run up to the next steak. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the club. Dicky, he gon' get a pass from the slimy stomach. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a buck, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got get it, go retrieve it, just short small. When that's from Cali, with the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.